A very good morning to all of you. I am Manita Malik, Assistant Professor in Doon Valley Institute of Pharmacy and Medicine, Karnal. Today I am here to discuss about the topic volatile oils that comes under the category of secondary metabolites. As earlier we have discussed about alkaloids, glycosides, and yesterday I have discussed about tannins. So now here it is fourth category, that is volatile oils. So by the end of this presentation, you will came to know about what are volatile oils, what are the classification types of volatile oil, examples with the drugs and the chemical test and their uses. So now I'm starting this with the definition. As its name is volatile oil, volatile oil means it is derived from the word volatile. Volatiles means which evaporate on exposure at even a ordinary temperature. Means अगर आपने उनको रूम टेम्परेचर पे भी रखा है, ये वो ड्रग्स होते हैं, ऑयल्स होते हैं जो इवेपोरेट हो जाते हैं. So the odorous and they have a very sweet and fragrant or aromatic odor. This is the main characteristic of the volatile oils. So these are the odorous volatile principles of the plant and animal sources are known as volatile oils. This is a basic definition. And they are liquid. Volatile oils will evaporate or volatilize when exposure at an ordinary temperature. So they are also called as ethereal oils, and they are also called as essential oils because they contain a beautiful essence, means fragrance. So they are also known as essential oils. Next, coming to the properties of volatile oils, they are soluble in alcohol, ether, and other lipid solvents also, and practically insoluble in water. आपके ये जो volatile oils हैं, they soluble in alcohol होते हैं, oily nature है तो insoluble in water होगा. In organic solvents, in alcohols, ether, and other lipid solvents, they are soluble. Second, they are usually lighter than water. Water से ये बहुत light weight होते हैं. Third one is they possess characteristic odor and they have high refractive index. Characteristic odor होगा, इनका smell जो होता है एकदम से आप you can identify them, volatile oils. Next is most of them are optically active. Optically active means they can rotate the plane of polarized light either to the left side or the right side, and on basis of them they are known as dextrorotatory and levorotatory. Next property is that they are secreted in special structures such as duct, cell, cystogenous or lysogenous gland, and trichomes also. They are secreted in the special, very special structure in the plants, like in ducts or the cystogenous or lysogenous glands. Next, they are commonly found in a species of the family. There are different family, means if your drug is belongs to the family Labitae, Rutaceae, Piperaceae, Gingiberaceae, Umbelliferae, Myrtaceae, and Lauraceae, you can easily tell that these families contain the drug which contain volatile oil as their main constituent. For example, Labitae, Tulsi family is Labitae, as Tulsi contain the volatile oil. Rutaceae, orange, citrus, all citrus fruits, orange, lemon, they all belong to the Rutaceae family and they contain also volatile oil. Piperaceae, black pepper, belongs to the Piperaceae. Ginger, Gingiberaceae. Umbelliferae, fennel, coriander, caraway, they all belong to the Umbelliferae family and they contains a main active constituent volatile oil. Then Myrtaceae, nutmeg, lauraceae, etc. Last is they are present in entire plant or in any part of the plant. They can also present in the any part of the plant. So this is all about the properties where they find their solubility, etc. Now coming to the chemical nature. Chemically, they are derived from the terpenes and their oxygenated derivatives or their oxygenated compounds. They are the basic unit of volatile oils, the isoprene unit, that is C5H8, and they are usually monoterpenes, sesquiterpenes, and diterpenes with the empirical formula C10H16, C15H24, and C20H32. If it is mono, then C5H10, then diterpene, sesquiterpenes, N is equal to 2, then C10H16 and 3, then C15H24, and hence so on. This is about the chemical nature terpenes, and if it is combined with the oxygenated derivatives, then it is known as terpenoids. Next is classification of volatile oils. We can divide the classification volatile oils on their chemistry, on their chemical group. That is, first one is alcohol volatile oils. These are those volatile oils which have a alcoholic group in the chemical structure. Examples are cardamom means elaichi, coriander means dhania, then orange, rose oil, sandalwood, peppermint, pudina. These all comes under the alcohol category, that is known as alcoholic volatile oils. Then next category is aldehyde volatile oils. Aldehyde volatile oils examples are cinnamon, dalchini, then the lemon peel, orange peel, citronella, and lemongrass oil and bitter almond also. These type of volatile oil have a aldehyde group in their chemical structure. Next is ester, means their chemical structure contains ester group. Examples are lavender oil and mustard, sarson. Next is hydrocarbon, hydrogen and carbon group is there. Example are turpentine and black pepper, tarpene and kali mirch. Then volatile, ketonic volatile oil. Ketonic volatile oils mean ketone, caraway and camphor. Next is oxide volatile oils. Examples in this are chenopodium and eucalyptus. Next is phenolic ether volatile oils. Phenol भी है इसमें, ether भी है. Examples are phenol and nutmeg, सौंफ और jaffle. Last one is phenolic volatile oils, clove and thyme. So here are 8 categories in which you can divide the class volatile oils. First one is alcohol volatile oil, then aldehyde volatile oil, then ester volatile oil, hydrocarbon volatile oil, ketonic volatile oil, oxide volatile oil, phenolic and phenol volatile oil. Now coming to the preparation of volatile oil, how you can prepare the volatile oils from the plant. There are many methods. Some of the important methods I have discussed in the further slides. The principal method used in the preparation of the volatile oil from plant depends on distillation in water or steam. You can get it by distillation. Second is mechanical methods. Mechanical methods में आप कहेंगे anfurage method, Cule method, and then extraction with solvents. Fourth one is enzymatic hydrolysis. Fifth one is supercritical fluid extraction. Distillation in water means simple distillation है, इसके अंदर आप डिस्टिल करते हो, इन वाटर में कर सकते हो और स्टीम में कर सकते हैं. देन मैकेनिकल मेथड में एनफ्यूरेज एंड यूकेले मेथड है, इक्यूले. Then extraction with different solvents in the Clevenger apparatus, enzymatic hydrolysis and supercritical fluid extraction. Now the production and uses of volatile oils क्या हैं? The annual production of volatile oil is estimated to be in the region of 45,000 tons, worth approximately $700 million, and there are about 100 commercially valuable volatile oils directly derived from which plants. Next topic is biosynthesis and chemical composition. Chemical constituent of volatile oil may be divided into two broad classes based on the biosynthetic origin. First one is a terpene derivative which is formed via the acetate mevalonic acid pathway. Second is aromatic compounds derived via the cyclic acid phenylpropanoid route pathway. These are the some examples of the aromatic compounds and their constituents. Clove oil contains a eugenol as their principal compound. Then anise oil, anethole, cinnamaldehyde present in cinnamon. Now coming to the physical properties. What are its physical properties? All the volatile oils differ greatly in their chemical constitution. They have a number of physical properties in common. all the volatile oils possess a characteristic order. As I have already told you that they have a specific peculiar and sweet and aromatic order. They are characterized by the high refractive index, and the most of them are optically active. So these are the basic physical property which are common. Then their density is generally lower than that of water as oils. Uh, the essential oil of sassafras, clove or cinnamon are the exceptions in this. As a rule, volatile oils are immiscible with water. वैसे volatile oils as a rule they are immiscible with water, but they are sufficiently soluble to impart their odor to water. The aromatic waters are dependent on this slight solubility. जो aromatic waters बनाते हैं still they are insoluble. Oils are insoluble in water, but they have a so strong order that they can impart that sufficient insolubility. In थोड़े से अमाउंट में भी soluble होने पे वो अपना order impart कर देते हैं aromatic waters को. Next, coming to the uses. Uses of the drug containing essential oil, they are very useful in pharmacy, preparing many type of water. Then in perfumery, perfume industry, in food technology, like vanilla essence, that is the essential oil, lavender oil for the fragrance. Then the miscellaneous industry as starting material for the synthesis of active principles of medicine, vitamins and fragrances also. They are very useful. For example, camphor oil you can use as a rubeficient also, counter irritant, and in the flavors in the tooth powder also. So these are all the uses. Next are the preparation of volatile oil. The principal method used in preparation of volatile oil, as we have discussed earlier, that is the distillation in water or steam. Then mechanical method, extraction with the solvent, enzymatic and supercritical fluid. First is the distillation method. What is distillation? This is the most widely used method for the extraction of volatile oil. In this procedure, the plant material you have to macerate, means you have to dip your plant material and then steam distill. When the essential oils goes into the distillate, from which they are extracted by the pure organic volatile solvent. This is the distillation assembly. Water ने heat किया, then steam आया, वहाँ पे vaporized water and essential oils आपने sample रखा था, वो volatile oil हो गया, volatile हुआ, evaporate होके vapors की form में, यहाँ पे cold water कंडेंसर लगा हुआ है, यहाँ से वो आपने कलेक्ट कर लिया, यहाँ से हॉट वाटर जा रहा है, जो होगा वेपर्स में कन्वर्ट होके यहाँ आप कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं फ्लोरल वाटर्स. तो एरोमेटिक वाटर होगा, यहाँ से आप कलेक्ट कर लेंगे. दिस इज द steam distillation assembly. Then next second method is the mechanical method. It contains the enfleurage and equilibrium. Enfleurage method is also known as a cold fat extraction. As in distillation, there is a hot process. Some volatile oils are decomposed on boiling. So this is a method which is known as the cold fat extraction method. Enfleurage method is known as cold fat extraction, and this is basically used for the extraction of delicate perfumes from the flower petals. जो फ्लावर की पेटल्स होते हैं लाइक रोज, बहुत ही डेलिकेट परफ्यूम्स को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए वी कैन यूज द एनफ्लोरेज मेथड. सो द मेथड इज इन दिस द फ्रेश फ्लावर पेटल्स आर मैकेनिकली स्प्रेड ऑन अ लेयर ऑफ फैटी मटेरियल. एक फैटी मटेरियल की लेयर लगा लेते हैं हम और उसके ऊपर फ्रेश फ्लावर पेटल्स, फॉर एग्जांपल रोज की आपने पेटल्स को मैकेनिकली हाथ से ले लिया और स्प्रेड कर दिया अपने हाथों से ऑन अ लेयर ऑफ फैटी मटेरियल. A glass plate is covered with a thin coating of specially prepared and odorless fat, allowed to imbibe, and the exhausted petals are replaced by fresh petals. थोड़ी थोड़ी देर के बाद आप जो exhaust means उनके अंदर से volatile oil completely extract out हो चुका है, then you can replace them with the fresh material like this. This is below a layer of fatty material and above the rose petals. As all essential oil, you can see they are faded now. Why they are faded? Because all essential oil are embedded in now this layer, fatty layer, and after their exhausted petals, you can replace them with the fresh petal, and after some time you will get after squeezing you will get a volatile oil in this layer, and this process is continued till the fatty layer is saturated. Fatty layer जब तक saturate नहीं हो जाती कि अब उसके अंदर और नहीं आ रहा है with volatile principles which are then extracted with the, फिर उसको आप लिपिड सॉल्वेंट के साथ लाइक इथाइल अल्कोहल एक्सट्रैक्ट आउट कर सकते हैं. And the extract having ethyl alcohol and essential oil is distilled under reduced pressure to remove the solvent. So now what are the advantages of this method? In case of distillation method, volatile oil may undergo hydrolysis, polymerization, resinification, or delicate oil becomes lost in large volume of water where the flowers continue to produce fragrance after the harvest. Enfleurage is usually practiced. So enfleurage method is a useful method. Next is Equilibrium method, that is also known as expression method. In this, what you have to do is use for the extraction of citrus oil from the citrus fruit. This is specifically for the citrus fruits like lemon and orange. What you have to do in this method, here oil cells in the rind are ruptured mechanically using pointed projection by twisting the raw material over them in clockwise direction, either mechanically or manually. For example, you all must have seen the juicer, a small scale juicer, and there is a pointed projection like nails. आपने उसका पील उतारा like orange and lemon, then you can pointed projections हो गए और you can twist करेंगे, आप उसको घुमाएंगे तो वहां से due to the pointed projections the oils come out and the oil is then separated from the juice by the centrifugation method. The other half of the oil is generally not extracted and such residue is used for the isolation of inferior quality of oil by distillation. So this is all about the equilibrium method. Example in this are citrus, lemon and grass oils are extracted by this method. Like this. This is the outer ring. You can collect the oils by twisting it. Next is extraction with a solvent. They are using volatile solvents to use a volatile oil like pet ether and benzene. In this, fresh flowers are transferred into a specially constructed extractors at room temperature like Clove extractor and carefully treated with the purified solvent, usually pet ether. We can extract volatile oils with the pet ether. In this, the solvent penetrates the flowers and dissolves the natural perfume together with some waxes and other albuminous and coloring matter. Then this solution is pumped into an evaporator and concentrated at low temperature. After the complete evaporation of the solvent, the flower oil is obtained. Application of this method is generally used in the perfume industry for the production of volatile oil using lipid solvents like pet ether or benzene. Advantages are it is a very quick method and quality assured and economically also. And in this, the decomposition of volatile oil is less as compared to the hydrodistillation method. And in this, the solvent distilled off may be reused for the extraction. जो solvent is wastage आपका reduce हो जाता है और वो solvent आप फिर से use कर सकते हैं extraction के लिए. Last method is enzymatic extraction. Here the volatile oil is normally found in the plant substances in the form of odorless glycosidal combination. However, the odoriferous compounds are liberated free only by the hydrolysis. Now I am discussing about the various drugs containing the volatile oils. Clove. First one is the clove. This is a very important drug. It is consists biological sources. Clove means long. It consists of the dried flower buds of Eugenia caryophyllus and it belongs to the family Myrtaceae. इसमें क्या आप यूज करते हैं प्लांट का पार्ट ड्राइड फ्लावर बर्ड्स जो आपने देखी होंगी आपके किचन में वो फ्लावर बर्ड्स होती हैं. Plant's name is Eugenia caryophyllus and it belongs to the family Myrtaceae and the important constituents are volatile oils are the main important constituent is phenolic volatile oil, that is the eugenol, then acetyl eugenol and alpha and beta caryophyllene. These are the important chemical constituents. And it also contains the tannins, paragalol tannins and other substances like methyl furfural and dimethyl furfural. Next are the uses of clove oil. आप कहाँ कहाँ यूज कर सकते हैं क्लोव ऑयल को. सबसे मेन यूज होता है इसका एज अ लोकल एनेस्थेटिक बिकॉज ऑफ यूजिनॉल. इन द टूथेक ऑल्सो, अगर आपके कहीं भी दांत में दर्द है तो यू कैन अप्लाई योर क्लोव ऑयल बिकॉज इट इज एक्ट एज अ लोकल एनेस्थेटिक. ये आपकी उस टूथेक को ठीक कर देता है बिकॉज ऑफ द एनेस्थेटिक नेचर. Then it is also used as antiseptic. It also used as a stimulant. Then carminative means it aids in the digestion to expel out the gases also, and it is used as a flavoring agent too. And the use in the spices, आपके घर के फ्लेवरिंग एजेंट भी काम आता है, मसालों में काम आता है. टूथेक में अभी मैंने आपको बताया अगर दांत में दर्द है तो भी यूज होता है. In many dental preparations, mouth washes में you can use a clove oil, and also it is used in the perfumery. And clove oil and zinc oxide are used in temporary filling of dental cavities also. आपके अगर दांत में कीड़ा लग जाता है, कैविटी हो जाती है, तो वहां एज अ फिलिंग के लिए विद जिंक ऑक्साइड क्लोव ऑयल कैन बी ऑल्सो बी यूज्ड. नेक्स्ट ड्रग इज cinnamon. Biological source of cinnamon means dalchini. It consists of the dried inner bark of the plant Cinnamomum zelanicum. Cinnamomum zelanicum and its family is Lauraceae, and it contains not less than 1% of volatile oil. The important chemical constituents in this are it contains 0.5 to 1% of volatile oils, 1.2% of tannins, that is phlorbotannins, non-hydrolyzable tannins, mucilage, calcium oxalate, starch, sweet substance known as mannitol. Then cinnamon oil also contains 60 to 70% of cinnamic aldehyde, 5 to 10% of eugenol and benzaldehyde, then cuminaldehyde and other terpenes. So these all about the chemical constituent of cinnamon, that is dalchini. Their uses are almost same, that is a carminative, stomachic, mild astringent, flavoring agent, aromatic. They are used as spices and condiment in the preparation of candies also, in dentifrices and perfumes, and oil is powerful germicide also. Means it can kill the germs. So it is also known as germicidal. Here are some diagnostic, means how you can diagnose about the volatile oils. Color, they have a, in cinnamon they have a reddish brown powder. Odor is characteristic, pleasant and aromatic. Taste is also characteristic, pleasant and aromatic. Phloem fiber, they have isolated bast fibers, strongly lignified. Lignin content is there. Stone cell you can see under microscope, almost U-shaped stone cell. Starch grain are present, and that have a size of not measured than more than 10 microns. Very small starch grain. Calcium oxalate crystals are also present, and then oil cells are also you can see. Next drug is fennel. Fennel means soft. The drug, it consists of the dried ripe fruits of Foeniculum vulgare and belongs to the family Umbelliferae. Dried ripe fruits, पूरा पका हुआ और सूखा हुआ fruit use करते हैं हम Foeniculum vulgare का. Chemical constituents. Fennel contains volatile oils 1 to 4% and fixed oil also 9 to 12% and proteins 20%. What is the difference between volatile? I want to clear you about the difference between volatile and fixed oil. Volatile oil is known as essential oils, and fixed oil are non-volatile oils. Volatile oil can evaporate when placed under room temperature also, but fixed oil do not evaporate. Volatile oil can be extracted easily by the distillation process, but the fixed oil, they require some specific technique for the extraction, and there is no sport left after evaporation in the case of volatile oil. This is the chemical test you can do also for the volatile oil, but in the case of fixed oil, some type of sport left after evaporation. Volatile oils are unable to undergo saponification, and fixed oil can easily be saponified. Volatile oil have a high refractive index, fixed oil have a low refractive index. They are optically active, they are optically inactive. The volatile oil primary source is leaves, roots, petals and barks. The major source is the seed. Fixed oil, always you extract fixed oil from the seeds. Chemical test क्या है? Identification test. When you have a thin section of a drug and treat it with the alcoholic solution of Sudan 3, it develops red color in the case of volatile oil, but not in the fixed oil. And if to the thin section of the drug you add a drop of tincture alkane, red color is also obtained. By these two tests you can identify the volatile oil. So here in the phenol chief constituent is the anethole and ketonic fincone, and volatile oil also contain anisec aldehyde, alpha beta, pinene, ascorbic acid and niacin, etc. So the uses there are, it also uses carminative, stomachic, expectorant, flavoring agent, aromatic, stimulant, anthelmintic in dental and mouthwash preparation, and fennel water is also useful in colic and flatulence in children. Carminative means it helps to expel the gases, stomachic means is helps to increase the appetite, expectorants means to expel out the cough, then flavoring agent to add the flavor in your food, then aromatic has a beautiful fragrance, stimulant, anthelmintic means to remove the or to kill the worms in the stomach, in dental and mouthwash preparation, and in colic and flatulence in children also. Next drug is coriander. It consists of the dried fruits of the coriander. Sativum belongs to the family Umbelliferae. Here uses are carminative, flavoring agent, spice, stomachic. So by these studying these three drugs, you can easily examine, or you can even notice that their uses are somewhat similar. Why? Because they have a volatile oils, and volatile oil use, our main use is carminative, because it adds in the it aids in the digestion, and it also helps in the flavoring agent. They all volatile oil containing drug you can use as a flavoring agent in the kitchen, use as a spices, as a stimulant. जब भी आपके खाने में डल होता है, they can increase the, because of their fragrance, your appetite also. Then stomachache, preparation of mouthwashes also. Eucalyptus, fresh leaves of the plant, Eucalyptus globulus, family, Myrtaceae. Main important constituent are the cineole, eucalyptol, pinene, camphene. Their uses is main eucalyptus oil uses nilgiri, that is expectorant, counter irritant. कहीं आपको irritation है, you can apply this oil also. It is also helpful in use to relieve the cough and chronic bronchitis. Bronchioles में आपके inflammation हो रही है, in the form of inhalation you can use this oil. Mentha is pudina. Peppermint, it consists of the fresh flowering tops of the aerial parts of the plant known as Mentha piperita, and its family is Labiatae. Constituents important are volatile oils and tannins. Volatile oils main is mentha in menthol, mentholisate, menthone, cineole, and terpenes also. Then nutmeg means jaffle, that is the myristica. It consists of the dried kernels of the seeds of the plant known as Myristica fragrans, and it belongs to the family Myristicaceae. Myristicene, alimicine, and saffron are the main active constituent present in this. Their uses are aromatic, stimulant, carminative, flavoring agent, and it is also used in the soap industry. So now, thank you for watching the video. Hope you have now cleared the concepts of the volatile oil. What are the types of volatile oil, their chemical constituent, their uses, their classification, and the chemical test. So thank you for watching the video.